on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards playing host to the LA Clippers. To Wall. No, I missed a short one there. To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Wall. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from
Leonard to George. You've got to get that one to go. George.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Hits all three free throws. Wall into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Into the front court comes Wall. 8-2 our score. Has a look. Nice pass to set things up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Wall across the timeline. 10-4 is the score. To Beal. Tips it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Wall to Beal. Fires the three. And Bradley Beal, all muscle memory, puts it to good use there.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's Washington with the basketball. Wall. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Wall. Beal buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
2 minutes remaining in the
Runner's good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Scotty Brooks wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Wall with it up top. They trail by 7. To Beal. Going to launch beyond the arc. He has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
To Wall. Beal. From long range. Another chance. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
To Leonard. George, that's how you defend.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And count the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
George, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Great pass to set it up. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Slams it down.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
George, well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
That ends the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Williams to Beverly. George missed it. Thomas across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Turns and slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Kicks it around the perimeter. 4-3. Off the iron. No good. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Beal. Wizards at the controls. Thomas. Even to Zubac. Rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
That's rebounded by the Wizards. To Thomas. Nice pass to set things up. Count it.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
New blood coming in for both sides. Beal. Beverly. Beal. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Paul George. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
The pass set it all up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Beal. Another chance. Beal. Deep left corner. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Wizards have it. Thomas. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Leonard. They get it to George, down low. Shot from the lane, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ish Smith to Thomas. Even to Zubac. Sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Thomas. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Paul George. To Williams. And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Leonard. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Thomas misfires. It's no good. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. It's a big finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
That misses with 3 seconds left. First half comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George, not going down here.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
George, that's off the side of the rim, short. Washington basketball. Wall against Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Probing the defense. He's looking for an opening. There it is, John Wall. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Now a steal by Washington.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Number 2, John Wall.
Kawhi Leonard. Jumper's good.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Beal. For 3, he has had the hot hand tonight. He's now 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
And I say keep feeding him the ball. If he's not going to miss, let's make sure our offense centers around him.
Leonard to Beverly. Fires the 3, and Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, who saw that coming?
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Into the front court, it's Wall. The deficit now up to 5. Has a chance. Nice pass to get things going.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Knock loose. Clippers have got it. Here's Leonard for 2. And he drains it.
The assist. Number 13.
Wall into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard against the 5-time All-Star. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit is 6. Can't connect from inside. Driving right to the basket. To Harkless. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. from a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Wizards with the basketball. JaMychal Green swats it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Had a good look there, but it's no good. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Los Angeles Clippers are in penalty.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. The assist from number 2, John Wall.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Third quarter comes to an end. The Clippers are out in front. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Wall. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Coming through.
Screen coming.
Coming left.
Wall. And he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George. He'll take that any day.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
The drive, right to the basket, and counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Williams. Missed it. How'd that not go down? George to Leonard. Great look and vision. It's Washington with the basketball. Flushes it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. So it remains Washington basketball. Beal. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Strong finisher, Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Cashes in for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Wall to Beal. Almost. Unlucky bounce. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
That pass stolen by the Wizards. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
To Paul George. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Wall across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. And stuffs it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Jay, when was the last time you saw something like this? He's 7 of 7 from 3.
The only time I can remember, 2011 at Rucker Park, KD dropped 66, but this is getting close. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
The Los Angeles Clippers, number 22, Maurice Harkless. 1 minute remaining in the...
George knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
To Wall. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. Up 6. Harkless. Now a steal by Washington. Big finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Kawhi Leonard against the former #1 pick. Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
John Wall. That's his first personal foul.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Zubats with the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on